YouTube, hello, it is I, your cold leader, your cold father, your cold daddy, Keronzi, back once again. We are going back into Eorzea. Where? Well, we've got Hildibrand on the schedule. But first I'm in the Free Company house. I'm doing some things in there. We've got a new airship. We've got a new, well, not a new airship. We've got new airship parts or parts. And then we got a sub. And I'm also noting things down that I want to put into my room. So, yes. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to do. I wanted to potentially get some dyes. Anyway, I'm just... yes, dyes.
Hi.
Hi. Anyway... if you're new here or a returning viewer, thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe. All of that fun stuff helps the channel grow, because it's noticed by the algorithm. I'm in those comments down below, so I will respond to you in kind. This is a blind playthrough, so if you're going to talk about any of the plot points I've not yet encountered, just mark your comments as spoiled at the beginning, so I can use my discretion to read through them as I see fit. Every comment will receive one in kind. There are some links down below. There's a link to the Lorelix merge store on my throne list. They help me out a ton. There's a link to my channel you can stop on by. If you feel like donating, there is never any obligation to do so. Technically, the money goes towards Legend of Zelda stuff in games, but that's not really going to happen. I really wish I could go towards my mortgage more than anything else. So, here's to hoping. Anyway, congratulations, Shin, you're first.
Yep.
How are we?
And I didn't jump scare you.
I saw you there, but you just screamed at me.
Yep. I
How
was trying to jump scare you.
are we doing?
Well, I had an interview today, but I don't think it went well.
Oh, geez, you managed to get one quicker than I have, but though I haven't really properly tried.
Yeah, the guy interviewing me, I knew, and he said that he found how well I knew him a little bit creepy.
He didn't know you then.
Well, yeah, but yeah, this is the problem when you're interviewing for self-employment.
Oh. Oh, damn you.
But boom tish.
Sorry, I am doing bad
Doing your
things.
socials.
Oh no, I've done all of those.
Okay. What are you doing then? Oh dear God.
It was something I was meant to do before going live. I just completely forgot this is what I was going to do. And went live. So now people have to sit through this. Because there was some stuff. And it's about... I don't even know I can get all of the stuff. You know? I mean, I could probably buy it on the auction. On the market board. But it's like, that's probably going to be expensive.
Well, depends upon how old the content it's from is.
Yeah. I know that the training bench that I'm looking at now will be expensive because it's under new.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. All the gym stuff is really new. As in,
I'm imagining it came in with the Cosmic
Dr.
Expedition.
Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, yeah.
3.1.
3.1?
Sorry, 7.31.
7.31. Okay, yeah. It's just double checking. You're like 3.1? Hang on.
That's Heaven's Wall.
Yeah. Um. Hey, Kuro. How's it going? Yeah, not doing too bad, thank you. Though, ended up inadvertently hiking around Brighton today. I would say not my fault, but it totally was my fault. Can my reward for 150 streams be a day outside of your basement, please? There's nothing stopping you from leaving. Because there is no basement.
See? That's what I'm on about.
Don't know what you're talking about. Right, so I started. Well, we managed to get enough stuff from the from doing the company ventures that I could unlock the next airship. I've learned it doesn't matter if I've got the next airship unlocked or not.
Oh?
Huh?
I said, oh?
Yeah, so each part of a sub or an airship has what they call components.
Mm-hmm.
Your airship, so and each rank that goes up, or each level that goes up, it has more and more components to that individual piece.
Right.
Each rank of a registered airship has an allotment of components.
Mm-hmm.
So even if obviously we've unlocked essentially rank or tier 3 parts, which are the enterprise parts,
Right.
because our airship I think is like rank 10 or rank 11 at this point, but wouldn't have enough points for us to swap everything out on it and put the new parts in. I think I'm gonna only have like 21 components or something like that, and enterprise class parts are 11 components each.
Right.
So you've got to slowly work your airships up to a rank where you can put new components on them.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I don't even think you could get to a rank where you could have a ship be everything of the highest rank of or highest class of airship or sub out there. So it's a lot of mix and matching.
Right.
Anyway,
I imagine, knowing how
I got a shrub.
diabolical the minds of the people behind this sort of stuff, and B, that you would probably need to configure in a certain way the different levels and types of components in order to maximize your chance to get different things.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's fine. So I can now... Now, how far can... Ooh. Oops, that's... So we can do that, and that's still 2. Or... Hang on, wait, what? Interesting. Okay. But if I was to do that... Oh, that still works. But if I was to do that... Because that's going from there to there, that's too far. But if I was to go there, we could go there because you're going through them. Interesting. Okay. No, we could go from there, there. No, we could there, there, and that works. 1, 2, 7. That's 6. That's 3 cerulean tanks.
Oh dear.
What?
I think we're being invaded by the Vikings again.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently some people are actually painting Danish flags on roundabouts.
Okay. I'm trying to think what the Danish. I'm trying to think what the. You know, I have known that people have been graffitiing roundabouts and like putting flags up.
Yeah.
And shit.
Well, the St. George flag is white with a red cross.
Yeah.
Danish flag is the inverse. So a red background.
Yes. Yes. My... What? People are stupid.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're complaining about the amount of money that immigration supposedly takes out of the economy. And yet, the cost of ensuring their protests don't end in violence and cleaning up all the flags they've placed illegally without permission on public property and undoing all the graffiti and policing all the hate they spew online is costing about as much.
Yeah. Right, I need to go and get a dive credit. Forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh. Everything's finished. I will harvest that and I will work out what I need to do for my next botany expedition later. Nope. No, it's not you. It's one of the people down here, isn't it? think it's you, right? Yes. And as I'm here, I'm just gonna buy more of these. Have I done that? I had not done that. Let me do that.
So I've been finding out about school uniforms all the last couple of weeks.
Sounds like fun.
And I mean, 30 odd years ago, when I was at school, I thought the dress code was strict.
Okay.
Apparently, they were pulling pupils out of lessons for wearing white socks.
What?
Apparently, white socks are distracting.
What? I am
Just to explain. Just to explain, Leah. Recently, we have started looking after my 15-year-old niece, who has returned to school this week. Not me. But yeah, Ronzi, yeah.
I have no words.
I mean, you know how much people in this country love to harp on about ensuring proper education, and they're taking away their smartphones and, giving them enough homework to qualify as a full-time job and
Yeah.
crap like that. Yeah, and then they're pulling them out of education for not wearing the right colour socks.
Jesus, I don't even know.
I genuinely fear for the future.
Yeah. Do that. Won't help things much, but... Shin, we should fit, yeah.
One moment, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Told you would find messy hair here. Yeah, my hair is being unruly. It's meant to be slicked back. It's just going, nah. Nah, you're not, you're not having that. So what do we even have here? Oh, it just is a minion. Okay. I've just got... Okay. That's not back at all. No, it's not. I'm gonna get cut on Monday, so it'll be fine.
Who's cutting you? I'm back, by the way.
Me. I'm cutting me.
Self-harm now.
No.
I'm sure that's against some terms of service.
Yeah, it really is. We're not... There is no Sudoku going on here.
Sudoku?
Yeah, rather than seppuku.
Right. There's a bit of a difference between the two.
It really is. And we already had a name for the submersible, didn't we?
Keronzi.
Yeah, Keronzi.
Keronzi. As in sub Keronzi.
Well, it's sub to Keronzi, so that, you know, it makes sense. That is unfortunate. Dot is not allowed. Otherwise, I'll just put in sub to... Oh, the to... twitch.tv/Keronzi. I don't know if that would even fit.
That's probably why.
You know, it would actually just about fit. Anyway, sub to Keronzi. A new vessel. Please sub to Keronzi. I need the money. No, I won't. Anyway.
Still set up that hot stream.
Hot stream?
Hot tub stream.
Hot tub stream? No.
Is that even still a thing these days?
Yes, it is. It's still a thing.
The thirst is real.
True. Something emo joke. True. T-stream. Alright. Away it goes. Let's see the intro for this one. Ooh. Sub to Keronzi's maiden voyage. Not hot tubs, just you and a stuffy vest drinking tea and saying painfully polite but cutting phrases. I'm fairly certain I've done that already.
Yeah, that'd lead you into copyright issues with Josh Strife Hayes.
Fair. Alright, let's put this here. That can go there. Pop you there for now. Can't argue you aren't English. What on earth is this even used for? A bearskin rug. Fur-lined saurian boots. A stuffed bear. Cashmere hood. Cashmere poncho. Cashmere slops. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop that in here. I'm not even sure what this grows, but we have a lot of Mandragora queens. Nemean lilies. I don't think we've got any Nemean lilies. Let me just pop that in there. Screw it. All of these are going in here. I really wish that this had a sort function. So what can these be used for?
Is it not under the right click?
No. Remove search for item and link in the company chest.
Oh, okay.
Make the rug. Eventually. Do I even have any of these? I do not. So they'll be going somewhere. Laundra and Melcinder. Now, who has space? You have. You have space, but I want to keep that free. How are we today, though, Leah? I hope we're doing well. As I have not said hello to you properly yet, which is very bad of me. I am bad streamer. Bad host, bad friend all round.
I mean, we'd spray you for it, but we don't want to
Why?
fully hydrated, Ronzi.
Why? I'm not being horny on main. I don't need to be sprayed. While I'm horny on main the entire time, I'm not being it right now. I don't need spraying. But that actually reminds me of something that I think is going to be really funny that I want to try and do. I want to get an emote commissioned, or an animated GIF, as it were, at the very least. But I want it as an emote too. But Ilya holding a like bonk hammer, the horny hammer, just basically to come along, just walk onto screen from off shot of the camera, and just bonk me on the head with it.
So we can use that every single time we have to thaw out a new Ronzi.
Yes. Every time I can have it set up that anytime I actually say Ronzi yes, it would trigger. And she would walk on and bonk me on the head. I also noticed that my camera is flashing blue again, and I'm really annoyed by this. I don't know why it's doing that now. I don't need spraying. Sounds like something someone would say that probably did need to. Oh no, yeah. I fully 100% it needs happening. There needs to be a spray bottle just to squirt in my face. But it's fine. I'm doing alright. Just on lunch. Happy it's Friday, enjoying the pick-me-up. You two give. How are you two? Yeah, not doing too bad, thank you. Wow, phrasing.
Enjoying the life of leisure at the moment still. Have
Yeah.
not hit the wall of frustration that is applying for lots of jobs and not getting them.
Ugh. Right. I'm just going to continue the... I will continue the Hildibrand, but I want to look at the market board very quickly. Really hope that sorts itself out, though. Yeah, same. Because I know that this... That's the wrong place. I know that streaming is no way going to at least keep me afloat. Once we're finished here, Shin, for the day, if you could stick around, there is some stuff I need to discuss with you.
I swear to God it was like that when I got there, Ronzi.
Actually, hang on. I might be okay. There are some things I need to check. Not there. Excuse me. That one I have. That one I should have. The others I should be able to make, actually. Maybe not the purple.
There are, I think now, more dyes that you can't make than you can.
Yeah.
Because I recently went to stock up and grabbed like 200-300 of every pigment. And then was like, oh, okay, of the dyes that I regularly use, I can make 5.
Yeah. Alright, let me see
My
what
fault for getting addicted to flashy metallic dyes.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, the very first things first, at the very least, let me see. Search for item. I do not have any. That's fine. Shin and metallic gold.
That's only when I'm appearing on another streamer.
I only need 1. I don't need 10. Whatever. That's fine.
Go-Go outfit.
With the go-go outfit from the Mog Station. I only need 1 of those. I need 2 of these. They're expensive, but okay. I should be okay on that. And the purple. I only need 1 of you. I didn't even check to see if I had some of this lying around. I did have one of these lying around. God damn it. It's fine. Grey dye. Again, let me just double check. No. Cool. Don't need 3, but that's fine. I picked up the gunmetal. Pearl white. I'm fairly certain I've got white. I think isn't pearl white the one you have to buy on the mob?
Yes, that.
Yeah, then I'm fairly certain I've got some of
No.
that.
That's pure white.
Oh, pure white. Well,
Yeah, pearl white is. It gives like the same metallic sheen on a white.
it's the general purpose pure white has. Yeah, they're different. The pearl white is different,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. The general
What
purpose
the
pure white. Yeah, look at the price of the general purpose pure white.
Holy shit! Where'd you
Now
even...
you can feel some of my pain.
Look, I would just rather buy the pure white from the store. Where do you even get the general purpose pure white from?
Venture coffers.
Yeah. So, I mean, I only need one of these. You know, I might as well just pay the 25 for the one. Because I don't need 12 at 19.99. Or 19,999. I might as well just take the hit. I don't care if it's costing me an extra 5 grand. Technically 6, but whatever. Alright, I will deal with what that was for later. Bulk isn't always best, no. Yeah, the general purpose jet black is the same as jet black. I have 9 of those. I'm fine.
You bought a 10-pack and used one.
Yeah, because I was not paying for one general purpose jet black.
As they sell for like upwards near $500,000.
I think
individually.
I think at the time it was 1 million when I looked. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good. Looks like I already had an ice blue. Oh no, I think I said I already had an ice blue after I bought it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I'll deal with that later. Where's Hildibrand? Hildibrand is up there. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, Shiguri, I'm sorry about your hair. What? Hildibrand, what? Alas, Shiguri seems utterly devoid of hair and hope. Oh no. Oh no. You look well, Ilya. I pray your adventures have not been too taxing. As for myself, the search for the Soboro Sukahiro, as well as Yojimbo, continues. Would that I could claim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shiguri! There you are. We thought perhaps to find you inside, my bald man. But I see you are here, and in the company of my stalwart assistants. Bald? You of all people should. Having failed to seize upon new information of value or even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, have you word of Jim and our missing sword? Jim? Who is... Ah, yes, Yojimbo. No, as I was just telling Ilya, I have made no progress since last we spoke. You seem distressed, Shiguri. If you yet pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic of preternatural effectiveness. Oh no. Really? Well, that is actually a very considerate gesture. Thank you. Why not try it right now? Aye, the sooner the better, perhaps. Nope. It's the dead gentleman. Or the gentle dead man. I say, to meet with Master Zombiebrand and his bosom companions yet again, truly, the Kami have been kind to me. 'Tis...
That's a bit risque, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
As, you know, his assistants are both women.
Yeah. 'Tis always a pleasure to see a man of the old horde. But were you not bound for Eorzea? Why are you yet in the Far East? Indeed, I had thought to return home and rejoin my brothers, and to that end did I call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. 'Twas from him that I heard a tale most fascinating which compelled me to stay. A Funayuri, a far eastern variety of undead, had been seen wandering an isle shore. And as my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought, why not broaden my criteria and appeal to ghosts in the spirit of camaraderie? Alas, it is a most elusive quarry, rather shy it would seem. I sought to learn more of the Funayuri by questioning the people of this city, but have been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries, did you hear mention of Jim? Jim? I fear I have heard naught of that particular Far Eastern spirit, though, to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my company, perhaps due to my undead nature. It pains me to hear that. In this world, there remains people prejudiced against the living impaired. Hildibrand, you're so progressive. So woke. You seek this Jim, Master Zombiebrand? If so, I shall be glad to help. Grateful as we would be, it might be wise to change your attire. The people's reluctance to speak with you may be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolfish fugitive who, until recently, terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me! I shall change into something less conspicuous at once. Oh no. Then it is settled. When at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane. I hesitate to think what he will look like. That's not gonna make me grow shin. I don't know how many times we've gone over this.
But you have a sprout.
That's not how this works! Yojimbo, you say? The name does ring a bell. Ah, yes, now I recall. The Lupin fellow was asking after him as well. Though that was some time ago. He's since been detained by the Sekisagumi, the Lupin, not your Yojimbo, that is. Wait, what? Why was he looking for him? Okay. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why? When I told him of how my mother had taken ill and he gave me the Koban to purchase her medicine without my asking or anything. They say he's done terrible things, but a man like that, no, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he'll be set free. Wait, who will be set free? The Lupin? Okay. Is it a Robin Hood style thing? I can't help it. Get the hammer. I'll go back to work. I can help it. I can't help it. Get the hammer. I'll go back to work. Let me guess. You're searching for a man named Yojimbo. The Sekisagumi questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him, they were. I doubt they will receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you've heard. The Kugane wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthier elites would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he is a hero to the downtrodden, having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Sekisagumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akabono, in particular, has been at the center of many dark rumors. Anyway, in light of the wolf burglar's detainment, many are less than willing to aid the Sekisagumi in their activities, and unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you may find your overtures rebuffed. Right, so the Lupine was very much a Robin Hood situation. Okay. Oh, you're also pursuing that Yojimbo fellow? The Sekisagumi were asking after him the other day. I'll tell you what I told them. Never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I did know something, I don't know if I would want to tell them. You know the Kugane wolf burglar? The one they locked away? Rumor has it they intend to inflict upon him terrible punishment for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness. Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city, greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy, and yet they decry him as a villain. Fools!
I'll be back in a moment, Wanzi.
Okie dokie. Oh, he's back in his chainmail. I see. And what have you learned earlier? Not much about Yojimbo, I'm afraid. Apparently, a certain Lupin is rather well loved. No, I'm gonna go with that. It is interesting that that's what they were mainly focusing on. Huh? I had no idea the plight of the wolf burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? A hero to the poor and downtrodden? A criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils? This is all quite unexpected. But whatever aspersions they may cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of a fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fates. That said, to hear that some may withhold information in protest is cause for concern. As a man of the Sekisagumi, I cannot help but feel conflicted. If I may, Shiguri, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being. I hate to say it, but that is a sensible suggestion. Surprisingly, perhaps I should make use of my old kimono. Yet, even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as Sekisagumi, and perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them. I have an idea. Why not ask the wolf burglar? If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him? Ask the wolf burglar? I mean, Hildibrand was just as shocked as you. If both he and Yojimbos had designs on the Soboro Sukahiro, then it's possible they might know one another. Well done, Nashu. I was but mere moments from reaching the self-same conclusion. No, you weren't, Hildibrand. It's settled then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might have a moment of your time. Then we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo. We wish to speak with the Kugane wolf burglar. Will you permit us to enter? Certainly, Shigure. If it will aid in your investigation, follow me. Well, I mean, possibly. I trust you are enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? For little old me, you say? Following your arrest, the Ronin Yojimbo absconded with the Soboro Sukahiro you stole from Master Akibano. He remains at large. We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along. Given that it was yours as well, I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Everyone knows the sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. That's probably not his reasoning, though. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as the Soboro Sukahiro, especially after word of its theft has spread far and wide, well, good luck with that, says I. Why, they'd surely have to avail themselves of the services of a certain disreputable folk with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. I'd be happy to introduce you lots as soon as you set me free. What? Absolutely not. That is out of the question. Then we've got nothing more to discuss. Best be on your way. Now, Shigehiro, Shiguri. What am I saying, Shigehiro? I'm getting the name of the sword and his name mixed up. Now, Shiguri. Let us not be too quick to judge. If the goodly men and women of Kugane are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. Hildibrand. An awful lot of people were willing to vouch for his character. If what they say is true, then it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you be temporarily released into our custody for the purpose of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our agreement or our arrangement, you may receive leniency. What say you? I say you've got yourself a deal, Baldy. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming if they refuse. Remind me, Nashu, do you have that hair tonic on you? I sure do, Inspector! Oh no. Now's as good a time as ever to try it, don't you think? Here? In the jail? Well, far be it for me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. Oh, I remember why the sunglasses are there. That seems rather wasteful, but if you insist. I feel strange. It's like my scalp, it's... Oh, by the Kami! Shiguri, are you alright? I heard you shouting. Ah, yes. The light! It binds them! There are too many! Solar flare. And turn his flex and shake and bounce. Oh! Perfection! Rejoice, my goodly burglar, as I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. And I'm perfectly fine. Now see here, Inspector. Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped? Still in his cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? 1,000 pardons. One of my associates was carrying a small explosives, one of which detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, bade her take the others outside immediately for safety's sake. I believe that explains that. Yes. Yes! Right then. If you will excuse me. Yes, of course. Very good. Wait. When did she... Shiguri regrow his hair? Uh-oh. This can't go badly at all.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. How we managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. The wolf burglar led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. I now understand why there was the sunglasses in the intro. I completely forgot that's what the hair tonic does. I wonder if they've improved upon the formula.
I doubt it.
Because isn't it only temporary? If I recall correctly. Being down
Wasn't
here...
it stress? Wasn't it stress that made the old man's hair fall out again?
Yes, it was the stress of the robbery, I think. But I can't remember what caused it to fall out afterwards. I thought it was just the tonic itself was not perfect. You're an accessory to a jailbreak. Well, no! No, not quite, Atmisk, because there is someone still in the jail cell who they confuse for this man. So, by all accounts, no jailbreak has taken place. How are we doing, Atmisk? Hope we're doing well. Been down here before? If so, you might have met my friends already. A contemptible lot. All Kagani's cast-offs. If anyone's heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on, then. Don't be shy. I have been down here by accident. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. Fair. Ho, you're looking well for a rat bastard. It takes a wolf to know a rat. Ha! To what do we owe the pleasure? And more importantly, how'd you slip free of the Sekisugumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue. How else? But never you mind that. I need information, Koji. Do you now? Or is it the Sekisugumi at your shoulders the ones asking questions? You should have changed. No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favour. Eh? You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need to worry your pretty little heads over. Give us a hand and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honour. They're not a bad bunch, really. Mostly tried to make its living on the straight and narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Sekisugumi like you, but were found wanting for this reason or that. When honest work's no longer an option, that leaves to the other sorts. The dangerous, the disreputable, the dirty. Somebody's got to do it, and so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I'd ask that you comport yourselves a modicum of civility. I should like to believe I have done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See? Fast friends. We all are. We all are? Right then. We're after a bloke what goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Heard tell of the man? Yojimbo? No, can't say it rings a bell. Oi, any of you know a fellow by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What'd he do, anyway? Piss in the Bugyo's rice porridge? Ha, if only. Stole the Saburo Sukihiro, he did. Bugger me! That's a beauty. Wonder why, though. Finding a buyer, even through the black market, would be a challenge and a half. And if he'd even put out the word he was looking, we'd have heard of it by now. Good, looking forward to D&D tonight? Nice. Bah. To come all this way and leave with nothing. Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo didn't steal the sword for the challenge, there's only two reasons he'd take it. To sell it or to keep it. And if it's not about the money, I doubt this is his first prize. Or his last. Hark! My keen inspector scents, whispers, and speaks of a thieving collector of swords. Yes, there could be no mistake. Aye, what he said, I suppose. If he's a collector, then only the best will do, which means his next target might be, oh, I don't know, the Ame no Murakumo? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo? But I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. Do you mean to say the fabled sword of Eld actually exists? I've seen it with my own eyes, or a giant kami tried to kill me and my friends with it. I deflected the blow. I've got to go with that. You what? I have so many questions, but first, where did this all happen? How's with the Kojin of the Red's Treasureville, eh? If that's the case, then it would seem to me you ought to continue your search in the Ruby Sea, no? It might well be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. Oh, Hildibrand. You having a pleasant chat over there?
Never you mind what we're talking about.
Okay. If the legendary sword and the like your man's after, he could do a lot worse than the Ame no Murakumo. I can't wait to get back out there so I can enjoy the sun and the surf. Come, my friends, the Ruby Sea awaits. It's like I said, they've good hearts, each and every one of them. Sometimes fate deals you a bad hand, and you've got no choice to make the most of it. Piss on those...
Yeah. Ward 19. That's the mark.
You shut your filthy mouth! Piss on those Sekisugumi clowns. They started out the same as the rest of us, grubbing in the dirt. But now look at them acting all high and mighty. Makes me want to puke. To think that the Ame no Murakumo is not only real, but that it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. In any event, now that we know where we might search the Ruby Sea, but I may leave. But before I may leave, however, there is a matter of great import to which I must attend. Well, perhaps great import is something of an overstatement. I speak of the inspector's earlier advice concerning my garments. I will meet you at the Ruby Price after I have changed. Pray go on ahead without me, I insist. I do wonder, though, how much that blade would actually fetch on the market if sold. Don't give me that look. It's an honest question. Gosh, a costume change for Shiguri? I can't wait to see what he shows up in next. It's just going to be his old kimono, Nashu. All this time, and the Ame no Murakuma was in the Red's treasure vault, and I thought it was no more than a story. Good swords, good dogs. Right. Truly, there is no rest for the righteous, or whatever term one might use to describe Hildibrand. Helidor Maximilian Mandeville. That is one hell of a name. Though I think it's been mentioned before.
Yep.
HHMM. All set for another trip into the glittering westward expanse? I know I am. Let us hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Price and wait for Shiguri there, as he requested. Come along. And away we go.
Just a unrelated question, Ronzi.
Right.
What's the code for your company, Jeff?
111, go fuck yourself.
Huh, apparently that's quite common. Must be like a factory default thing or something.
I like that one. It's 1-800 gone fishing. He ought to be here any minute now. I can't wait. If you had the sword and sold it, what would you do with the money? Just out of curiosity. I won't tell anyone. Get a bigger free company house. Oh, it's Shiguri. Shiguru. Shiguri? Bad name. Bad man talk. Over here, over here. What the? Okay, I was not expecting that. By the Kami, I thought you were someone else at first. Well, since it was suggested that I should wear something other than the garments of a Sekisagumi for a time, I paid a visit to Kogane Dori and purchased something completely unlike my usual attire. It's quite the change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself. I didn't realize you could be so fashionable. Fashionable? Please, Nashi. You give me too much credit. I'll say, that get up with those Zorai, I don't see that becoming a trend. Socked with sandals. Not that it matters, we didn't come here to mess about, eh? We've got a collector to catch, assuming that he's after the Ame no Murakumo. Then we've got to get to the Isle of Zeki. Any ideas? By air or by underwater passage, eh? A bit more tricky than I thought. Without the blessing of the Kojian, the latter seems almost impossible. What about that bird of yours? Montaro, was it? After what the inspector did to him, he'll be keeping a wide berth, I reckon, assuming he's even fit to fly. It was somewhat traumatic experience for all involved. Forgive me my bluntness, my wolfish compatriots, but it occurs to me that we have yet to hear your motives for attempting to steal the Soboro Sukihiro from Master Akibono. Did not Koju say that selling such a blade would be extraordinarily difficult? It's not stealing to take back what was stolen. That black-hearted bastard Akibono prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. He was a humble samurai who lived a humble life devoid of luxuries. A righteous man who never turned his back on those in need. Certainly not a young Lupin boy who fled Doma during the occupation. The two lived as father and son, with few comforts save each other's company. And then one day a merchant came calling, asking after the samurai's sword, asking him to part with his one prized possession. But a sword is a swordsman's soul, and he'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. But the merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. He changes tact and worms his way into the samurai's affairs. Small sums at first, but bigger than bigger. Before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin, and so he pledges his blade as collateral. The samurai worked day and night to reclaim his honor, but while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick, and soon after passed away, leaving his Lupin charge alone in this unjust world. All this time, you were only... He left Kugane for a time and returned years later from Yangjia, having learned the ways of the shinobi, that he might honor his adoptive father by helping others as he helped him as a child. A chivalrous guise for a personal vendetta, perhaps. More than anything, he yearned to reclaim the samurai's sword, the last surviving memento of their time together, and that he might wear it with pride. All this time, Master Akibono was your main objective. When you broke into his shop in the Rakusa district, you were searching for the Soboro Sukihiro. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants, that you might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, knowing that in doing so, he would eventually reveal its location. Then it's settled. The Soboro Sukahiro must be returned to its rightful owner. Hey, if it's so hard for people to reach the Isle of Zeki, how was Yojimbo planning to get there? That I do not know, but regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noticed his passing. I say we question the pirates of Sakazuki, and if any have observed a traveller resembling Yojimbo of late. We are of the same mind, Shiguri. To Sakazuki, post haste. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. First things first is I want to find my compatriots and talk to them. Who could have guessed that the wolf burglar would have such a tragic backstory? Maybe I misjudged him. Maybe. If it's about what I said earlier, forget it. Finding Yojimbo and the sword is all that matters now. Hello. There's a Nashu. We are just building a Hildibrand. Honestly, I think he looks better in his new outfit than the Sekisagumi one. That's true. What's up? Where were you hiding that?
Mm-hmm.
That was not on your back. Where was that hiding?
What?
How did you get to hide that in? Because normally there would be like something on your back, right?
There's a Moogle on my back.
There's a Moogle on your back, yes. I mean, you know what? Sure.
Go into your character screen.
Yeah.
And underneath the picture, there's 6 buttons.
Oh, okay, I see. Right. There's an option in character to hide. Okay, yeah. Right. That's how it is. Okay. That, though, is not linked. That is, you'd have to set that every time you would change, right? Because it's not, it doesn't carry over between classes, does it?
You can set it in the glamour plate.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Good to know. And I found Hildibrand. Come, let us commence the questioning. After you. Oh, I remember you. Looking for more dead men? No, not quite. A rail-thin samurai with a wide-brim hat and an oversized getter? A traveler like that would not escape my notice, which is to say I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you. Where are you hiding that? A gentleman never asks, and a lady never tells. Not at all, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good woman, if when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Letters away! Alright, so who we need to find now? Unless I just have to talk to the pirates normally and just chat with them. Me slacking off? Nay, this is nothing of the sort. In fact, I would even say this is the most important part of my job, after all. If I do not rest and keep my eyes sharp, I'm bound to miss something important. It's fair. Okay, well, who are we meant to speak to next? Oh, here we go. Hey, Hildibrand. Onward to the next potential witness, I say. What was that? A lanky samurai with a large hat? As it happens, I spoke with a traveller like that. Had a dog with him, too. Sure enough, he had a mind to head to the Isle of Zeki. Couldn't imagine why, what with the Red being unwelcoming as they are, and there being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, did I see that dog of his not long ago? On the beach below, wandering about, I hope he didn't abandon him. You have been tremendously helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely, the canine in question is Daigoro. We must gather the others and search for Jim's beloved companion at once. Daigoro! Here, Daigoro! Oh! I think I see him over there. Huh? Maybe he doesn't like us anymore? Now. You've just not given the pup the right incentive is all. Incentive? Money! Surely it can't be that simple. See for yourself. Woof woof! Woof! Woof woof! So that's all it takes to win him over, eh? A single Koban? Greedy little thing. Hush, Shiguri. Daigoro is a good dog. And now he will lead us to his master. Woof woof! You know, I could hear the engine of your bike. This is quite a fix indeed. Hey, Yojimbo. Woof woof. Daigoro, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to wait for me. Hildy! Jim, my good man. I mean, you rapscallion, you've nowhere to run. Cease your shenanigans and relinquish the Soboro Sukahiro at once. I will do no such things. Ever since I was bested by your tight-lipped associate over yonder, I yearned for the opportunity to redeem myself, and so I set about searching for stronger swords with which I might bring my everything to bear. I thought to claim victory with the Ame no Murakumo in hand. But if circumstances demand we settle this here and now, then so be it. Stay your hand, my friend. Though I know you only mean well, securing the sword is a grave responsibility which falls to... I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. I don't think you will, Hildy. Prepare to be amazed as the Soboro Sukahiro is delivered into my waiting arms. Daigoro, oh Daigoro, come here and let Hildy give you a great big belly rub. Daigoro, you will do no such thing. What the hell? What? Betrayed! The inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells of money. Until you surrender the Soboro Sukahiro, I will give Daigoro the most furious of belly rubs, thereby depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum. Daigoro, Daigoro, return to me this instant. Oh, fie on it. You win. The sword is yours. By the Kami, I can't believe that actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's power of negotiations are most impressive. Uh-oh. Mummy! Uh-oh. Oh no, he's digging him into a hole. Wait, where is the Soboro Sukahiro? Right where it belongs. You fiend, return it at once. That's far enough, all of you. Well, the ruse is up. Bugger me, where did they come from? Bah, this isn't over. Well, Hildibrand managed to get out of his hole. Shiguri, what is this I hear about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once. Well, you see, Inspector Hildibrand and I, in order to track down Yojimbo and the Soboro Sukihiro, we needed to enlist the assistance of the Wolf Burglar. To that end, we removed him from the jail, temporarily, of course, where we have every intention of returning him to his cell. Nope, he's gone. And how do you intend to do so when your prisoner has taken flight? Shiguri, I charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in their escape. Be reasonable. You know full well that everything Shigure did was to achieve a greater good, to uphold the law of the land. We will return with the Sorubo Sukihiro and the Wolf Burglar. I swear to you. I understand you are his friend, but to make an exception would only compound the offense. No man is above the law, not even our own. That is... At least they're... Keep with that at the very least. Shigiri, the Sekisugumi just isn't for you, mate. You look far better as now than you did in their garb.
What?
Hello!
Hi.
How are we doing? As well as can be?
Guess who practically was given the whole weekend off because of, life events?
Well, at least there's that, right?
Yeah, the job was really understanding, shockingly. Like, uncharacteristically understanding. I was really surprised when it was the one I told them things. The first thing they told me was, what can we do to help you?
Yeah, like... Some jobs are like that, though.
Surprised the shit out of me.
Yeah. I have continued the story of Hildibrand. I don't know where you left off.
I was like one or two things ahead of you.
Yeah, I done one more quest after you left. But I might be ahead of you at this point now.
I believe it.
First Yojimbo, and then the Wolf Burglar, and now Shiguri. It's so much quieter when it's just the three of us. What a miscarriage of justice to see our Shiguri spirited away like a common criminal, in complete disregard for the extenuating circumstances. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong. But this is no place to devise a plan. To Kugane, my friends.
Also, hello, shit.
Thanks, Shin. Thanks. I turned the camera just to see that. Alright. Oh, you're over here. That wasn't what I was meant to do. It's so lonely without everyone else around. I hope they're doing alright. Oh, my good woman. I hardly know where to begin. Ever since our return, I have been racking my brain, trying to conceive of a means by which we might free Shiguri from his predicament, but to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favours, and yet I do not think his tale of the samurai and Akibono was a lie. My keen inspector's sense tells me that that the many threads of this tale are converging upon a single point not far from now, in which all truths shall be laid bare for all to see. Cool! That's what I like to hear, and I agree. I don't think the wolf burglar's bad at all. Once the Sekisagumi realize that, they're sure to let Shigiri off the hook, don't you think? I'm not sure. I most certainly do, Nashu.
I'm actually further than you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Furthermore, I say that to hasten this most desirous of resolutions, I must begin investigating Master Akibono at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant. Yes, sir, Inspector. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Humph. I suppose this day was bound to come, no matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp. Yes, we were being spied upon. Oh, okay. Hildibrand will return in.
Nashu is always being spied upon.
True. The past is the past, is when Hildibrand will return. Okay. Nope. Where can I get that picture? Oh. Our friend is just there. He's got a spyglass? With how close you are? That makes no sense. The past is never past. Like a moth to the flame, but why else would you come? If not for Nashu Makuraka and Inspector Hildibrand shenanigans. Fair. Oh, where in the world could he be? Oh, it's you. I don't suppose you bumped into Inspector Hildibrand roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries? Unfortunately not, no. Oh, ever since Shigiri got detained by the Sekisagumi, the Inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Akibono, but to no avail. Never fear, my faithful assistants, I have returned. Your unwavering loyalty to the pursuit of honor and justice and hard-boiled eggs is to be commended, my good woman. Why hard-boiled eggs? Hey,
He's a hard-boiled detective.
Okay, yeah. I don't think he's hard-boiled. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't think he's hard-boiled. I might go so far as to say that, in all my years as an inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you. But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the darker rumors concerning Master Akebono, I received a mysterious missive I can but presume was penned by one of my many admirers. Gosh, Inspector Hildibrand, even in the Far East, you've got yourself a following. Can I see it? Certainly, Nashu. That's interesting. It's definitely not written by a Higanan, but they don't seem to be too good with their Eorzean letters. Yeah, something of light. You who seek the strongest of swords, the Soboro Sukahiro, know that I have laid claim to the most priceless treasure. Oh, so something of light, warrior of light. How do you hard boil something? Do you boil it using solid water? Don't think that... No. That can't be good. If you would make it yours, meet me upon the Kugane Ohaishi for a duel to the end all duels. Sincerely, you know who. There's the something of light, you say. Why, he must be referring to none other than my humble self, the one and only gentleman of light. That was fortuitous timing that as I read that, the streetlights turned on and illuminated Hildibrand. That said, I would much rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. Wait here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian. I'm pretty sure they wrote warrior, not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about Ilya. What do you think, Inspector? You're too late, Nashu. He's already gone. Inspector Hildibrand? What do you mean he up and ran off? And why are you still standing here? You should hurry and try and catch him before he does something silly. No, that is entirely a good thing. But camera, why? Oh my god. Anyway. The consulate. Okay. Where's Hildibrand? No, sorry, I changed my statement. There's Hildibrand's legs. What you doing, buddy? Is that you, Ilya? As you can see, I seem to have found myself in a pickle. And by pickle, I mean the ground. Hildibrand's in a pickle.
Pickle.
Kugane Ohaishi lies beyond this gate. But before I could pass through, I found myself suddenly accosted, then inverted, then embedded thusly by the dear and but misguided Jim. The duel, I must say regrettably, the duel I must regrettably leave up to you. Ah! It's a duty.
It is. And it's an 8-man.
Oh. And apparently, the armor I'm wearing doesn't meet the minimum eye level. Ow. Because all of my accessories, I now meet the minimum eye level. Well, at least on this class, I meet it on others as well. Wish to take...
I would suggest doing this with Mox.
Yes.
Whether or not he's up to doing that today, I don't know.
Today, probably not. Monday, sure.
Okay.
Well, in that case then, we have reached the end of Hildibrand for the day. That weird glitch. What's next for the Warrior of Light shenanigans? Me trying to fix my webcam.
What do you plan to do now?
The dungeons, probably. I want to see if I can finish my book.
Okay.
Warrior of
What
Blue.
class?
Checks out. True, yeah, true. I would like to... Oh, I want to try and get some of the other ones, up to at least 70, so I can get... So once we hit... Well, ideally they'd be over 70, but we'll see what happens anyway. But I probably want to do Dark Knight at the very least.
So you're going to go tank?
I would tank, yes. Will you be joining us, Monsieur Mox?
No, I'm hanging out.
Are you just hanging out in chat?
Yeah.
Alright then. Well, I do need tomestones and everything. I might as well just go down the list, right?
Yeah, might as well.
Let me check book. High level dungeons, that'll be fine because that'll put us in a 50. Alright. Instant pop. Okie dokie.
With a tank and a healer, yes. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Right. Here goes, well, my sanity, I guess.
What are you doing? It's Glare Mage. Or Holy Mage, I guess. Oh, okay.
Right, that was the wrong button. I've got to try and remember on White Mage.
Yeah, I'm not going that far, mate.
You may as well grab the rest of this area. Why
How
do I
would-
keep pressing the wrong button?
Well, that is the end of this, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you go round to the door, when the thing spawns, you'll be right there. Buttons, Jin. Come on.
Oh.
Tiny key.
No, I can't go any further. Does this spawn ads? I forget.
I mean, it's been more than a day since I did it.
Yeah.
I forget
I-
how hard these things can hit.
I pushed the wrong button there, never mind. Should be fine though. I'm gonna try and pull him across. Pull him further in. So you guys aren't standing in the ice.
Oh, right.
It's all good. Oh yeah, that's fine. Come here. Oh, okay. This fight. Do I need to... I need to move away from that? Or not? It's fine, I'll tank it.
Why would you go behind it, you morons?
Yeah, I was literally just thinking the same thing. I'll do that.
God, I need the lilies to play this class. Otherwise, I have no MP.
This is where multiple things attack us, right?
Yep.
Nice, look what you've done. Kill the damn thing, you silly dancer. You wanted to go fast.
It was a minor heart attack.
Yes, all good.
Thank you.
Oh, I got...
Oh, I did not move fast enough.
Yeah, same.
You will need to pop some mitts immediately. Okay. Don't aim at me, you dumb wolf.
It's easy for me to tank him over here.
Come on, someone limit break.
Well, Dancer is in a bit of a pickle. Alright. Get ready to move. Oh, okay. You can have it. It's fine. Yeah, there's nothing there. Bow round down 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 down. Alright.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I forgot how stressful white mage is.
That's understandable. Ready?
No, but you're going to do it anyway.
Hey, at least I've given you a warning. Is this the turtle or nay?
No turtle.
No turtle. Taking these guys into the next room.
Well,
Did I not catch all of them?
get them all. You did not.
My bad. Round the corner here, please, sir.
Oh,
My bad.
you lost your stance. That would explain it.
I never had the stance on in the first place.
You thought your stance was on, but it
Yep.
was me.
Dio.
Why do I have only a single target attack that does not take 45 seconds to recover?
Yeah, I don't know. Only you can answer that question.
Level is the answer.
There you go. You really gonna stand in front of it? Okay.
That's okay, buddy. I have limitless MP. Oh, wait.
Like,
The hell did he die from?
the fire breath. He just stood in it. Like, there was no good place for me to go unless I was gonna back into the wall and just look down my character's throat. I'm not going that way. This way. Oh, that's fine. I thought that was an enemy. I'm like, oh, hello. Well, he's gonna walk in here anyway. I'm gonna pick up the next pack.
I will try to keep you alive then. but I make no promises.
See, it went perfectly.
My MP begs to differ.
It's almost full again.
Almost is not full.
See, mine's not full.
You don't need it for almost every move you do.
Fair. Okay. I'll give you that. I was tempted to just... Oh, no, I'm just going to start spamming it now. Like, no, that's probably not a good idea. Can we go any further when we're going to the boss? So that's fine. I should probably pull you a little further down here, sir. Oh, now you want to move out the way. Okay. Up. Somebody went flying.
The monk. In
Yeah.
the Phoenix Riser
Yep.
outfit.
It's a good costume for a monk.
No, it isn't. When we get out of here, I'll show you a good costume for monk. That's his second level.
Whose?
The stand in front of the fire guy.
Oh, yeah. I kind of figured that he was coming through here as, a new level.
Problem is, you need to get through this section before you can even pick up Machinist.
That
Which
is
is what he's
true.
doing.
Yes. So, I mean, he's just leveling Machinist class right now. Actually, no, that'd be a bad idea. No. They're bad. Two bad ideas. Here we go.
You may need to pop a lot of don't have a lot of direct kills.
I've popped what I can. I forgot what was round the corner. If it wasn't those 3 dragons, we would have been okay. But because it was those 3 in particular, I was like, oh no, those hit hard. Excuse me. Snack break incoming.
Oh my god. Keronzi and Shin, you two have to see this man I am staring at.
Okay.
So I am playing a game in the background because it was recommended to me from Shock. Not only do I know that it's actually a pretty cool game series, but they're doing a Resident Evil collab here soon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so I stepped away really quick to go use the bathroom, get a drink, for a light break then.
Yep.
And I came back from a cutscene, and there was this dude who is a I don't know how to describe him other than I think he would give even Hildibrand a run for his money. Let's put this in off topic because it seems more appropriate. Look at this dude. In case you're wondering,
Oh my.
wearing, like a Victorian tech wear bunny, not bunny, like bumblebee suit.
Alright.
That's a disco ball ring, disco ball earrings, and that like plumage behind him is a bunch of like camera lights.
Yeah. I mean, the costume is like very kind of like clown-esque as well. Or jester-esque.
And again,
Harley
I cannot
Quinn.
stress that he's got
Yeah.
a goddamn like geometric bee butt thing.
That's a monk outfit, Ronzi.
Yeah.
The game is Nikkei, by the way.
Ah.
Which is actually an incredible gacha game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like if you don't like gachas, you know, play this one. If you don't like gachas, you don't like gachas.
True.
The thing is,
Be back in a moment. Sorry.
this one's different. This one's like got a fucking actually very serious story, and it kills one of the girls in the fucking tutorial.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's DK doesn't fuck around.
Yeah. I have a question for you.
So,
What are your thoughts on... Because I know that you are a fan of Silent Hill. Of the new one that's coming.
F?
Yeah.
I'm really not interested.
Okay.
At first, I thought F could have been neat. But decided after seeing it in action that they do not understand Silent Hill again.
They just using the star factor of who's writing it, essentially.
Like, I might have to go and rewatch the trailer real quick to get my feelings in order. But like, one of the main things about Silent Hill is it has never been a series about combat, okay? You have boss fights, but over half of the bosses in the Silent Hill series are not things you just shoot or hit until it's dead. They're puzzles.
Yeah.
You need to solve them to move forward. The first fight with the most infamous, like, Silent Hill creature, Pyramid Head, is not a fight you win. He's on a time limit, and you need to survive, and every damage you deal to him lowers the time limit before eventually he just leaves. You don't win that fight. He just left. You know?
Yeah. I don't...
Most of Silent Hill's... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Most of Silent Hill's bosses are in that same vein. Right? And so, it started with Homecoming, where they tried to make the combat more exciting. If we want to be pedantic, it started technically with the PSP Silent Hill Origins game.
Right.
But that one didn't so much make the combat more exciting as it made it more desperate, as your character, Travis, was just kind of getting whatever the hell he could get his hands on, and then just using it to defend himself. So you're like smashing the monsters with TVs and stuff, right? It definitely made it more exciting, but it didn't make it more like combat focused. It was still very much so a desperate thing, and you weren't necessarily wanting to fight.
Yeah.
Silent Hill 4, my favorite one, makes this a big point by making enemies you can't kill. The ghosts, you can't kill them. You can stun them, and if you want to get rid of one, you can impale them with a sword, but you only get 3 in the entire game, and there are like 7 ghosts. So you gotta kind of pick and choose.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching the trailer right now to really get my feelings in place. It's a weird thing to say, but Silent Hill 2 was the worst thing that ever happened to Silent Hill. And I know that's the big one. That's the one that everyone loves. That's the one that everyone knows. It's Silent Hill 2, you know?
Yeah.
And Silent Hill 2 in itself is not inherently bad. The thing about Silent Hill 2 is it was so good that they've been trying to recreate Silent Hill 2 for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I'm watching this trailer, and like the enemies are doing grapple attacks, and you're having quick time things to defend yourself, and you are fucking smacking things with a pipe. And like combat is not what Silent Hill should be about. Okay?
Yeah.
I think one of the best things that they could do is they should do what they did with the Wii one. What's that one called? Shattered Memories. Yeah. Where you can't defend yourself. You're just running, you know?
Mm.
You have means of like defending or protecting yourself, but not really like fighting. You're just, you know, using flares or whatever to keep the enemies away from you, not necessarily killing them.
Yeah.
And this game is missing that point.
Yeah, fair. The Atmos is putting some these. He says, hi, Mox.
Well,
I don't like gotchas because I don't like gambling. It's why I also never like those surprise boxes you can subscribe to. I'd rather know what I'm buying without the extra steps and randomness. Fair.
that's fair. In my experience with the gacha games that I've played, which haven't been a lot, I'm not gonna say like I'm a gacha expert. That's chalk actually. I have been able to get through things, like my favorite one being ZZZ's Endless Zone Zero. I've been able to play that one without spending like $1. I did spend like $5 every now and then so that I could get like extra rewards from doing stuff, but otherwise, I was able to always get enough things to actually roll the dice to get the characters that I wanted to get. Though I have been staying away from ZZZ lately because I don't like the change that they did. They've taken away some of the things I liked about ZZZ's story, and it's become less ZZZ and more, I don't know. And the latest character is absolutely just a foot fetish character. 100%. It's egregious, Ronzi.
Feet.
And so you don't look her up, right? Her name is Seed. So you don't look her up. So you don't know. So you know what to avoid. All right.
Right. How's that seed spelt? just so I know not to look it up.
Exactly. It's spelled just like Seed, SEED.
Okay.
And her deal is that she pilots a giant robot, right? And she pilots it with her hand and her feet. She literally like puts the ignition key in with her fucking toes. And she is also the only character who does not walk in the game when she's going around the overworld, because you can sort of like decide to walk around the game world as the characters you have instead of just the protagonists. And she's the only one who does not walk around. She glides around on like a fucking hover scooter for some reason. And her trailer portrays her as being like a emotionally distant, empty husk of a person, because when she was a child, she got stuck in basically like this thing called a hollow, which you can think of as like a pocket of corruptive energies that wants to basically corrupt all forms of living beings, whether that's plants, animals, or anything that's somewhat sentient, including machines. And people have different sort of levels of resilience to this stuff, and there are medications you can take to boost your resilience and things to help not get corrupted. The monsters you fight in the game are people who or things that have been fully corrupted in the hollows. And she was in there as a fucking child for like a couple of days and did not corrupt. And when she was found, she was found by the robot, who was a sentient robot, and it's just like, damn, this kid's got something going on. But I can't help but notice that after witnessing her parents turn into monsters and being stuck in this place, that she seems to no longer have any human attachments to anything. And me, a robot, wants to see that change. And he spends his life with her, trying to basically, quote-unquote, plant the seed of humanity inside of her. so that when he eventually becomes obsolete or passes, because even a machine has a lifespan, she'll be okay. And she pilots his body around after he's essentially gone. And the trailer would showcase like she's just kind of out of it, just distance, and the fact that she's inside of another person, essentially piloting the corpse of her so-called dad, would certainly help do that. But no, she's really cheery and really happy and really peppy and not at all like how she was portrayed in her character fucking trailer.
Right.
And it's like, why? Why the fuck would you do that? I eventually had to just be like, I think I'm gonna step away from ZZZ for a while. Maybe it'll get better, or maybe it'll get worse.
Yeah.
For now, I don't. No.
In relation to the Silent Hill stuff, makes me think of what happened with Resident Evil 5. It wasn't really Resident Evil anymore. At least they seem to have found their way back with that one. Yeah.
They went back to you are in a spooky place on your own, trying to get by. I think the fact that they did transition away from zombies into more just infected and monsters, I think is perfectly fine. Resident Evil is campy as shit, so they're one of the few series that could literally get away with werewolves, vampires, you know it.
Big Dommy Mummy, vampire goth girlfriend, yeah.
Not even that crazy, honestly. It's
No.
just like, I thought she was gonna be a tyrant, like, reveal, and she ended up not
Yeah.
being, but like I thought for damn sure she was gonna be a tyrant. I was all for it.
I mean,
Still happy. She's fucking great.
I also, and they put a lot of their promotional big fucking titty mummy milkers, yeah. I mean, they put a lot of their promotional material into her, and then she was gone within, like, the first 2 hours of the game, if that.
Yep. However,
I
was not upset.
No.
It was a great time with her.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a marketing ploy, essentially, that, like, you put something that you will sell up front, and you don't play all of your hands in your promotional materials.
Yeah. I really liked Village. Village was great. I had a very good time with Village.
My favorite version of that meme was it said in President Obama's voice.
And the new one that's coming out, which is still doing that same kind of thing, where you're actually a character who is even less prepared for the nonsense, where you're the child of a Resident Evil Outbreak character who's trying to like do their job and live their life, but also protect their family, and now you're the family that needs to be protected, and you're seeing, oh, this is why we didn't talk about things.
This is why we have issues between us.
Have you seen the new like stalker monster that's in there?
No, I've not seen. I've purposely stayed away from anything about the game.
They have addressed something very interesting with the character.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Jim. You played RE2 Remake, right?
Yes, I played 2 Remake.
Okay, so you know how Mr. X would not go into save rooms to kill you. He would just stomp around upset before leaving, right?
Yes.
They have addressed that in the new one, in that the monster that's chasing you has light sensitivity, and the safe rooms are lit up. And it tries to go in them, but then gets hit by the light and shrieks and then fucking retreats back.
Right.
Right. I am going to have to be up until God knows when tonight.
Why's that?
My niece has gone with a friend to the hospital because the friend is having problems.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
No. So when she basically has to, when the friend either gets sort of told they can go or is being kept in and she's told she has to go, somebody has to go and pick her up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And after I'm finished here, I need to tag my dad out of contention for the pickup so he can actually go and get some sleep.
I see.
Yeah, because apparently we are the only people in the entirety of our town who will actually help this
Yeah.
particular girl for some reason.
Fair enough.
So it's a never-ending teen drama.
Drum.
Right, so what were your plans for the rest of the stream, Ronzi?
That's fine. I mean, if you let me know when you need to run, because I can then stop whenever. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I'm not expecting you to go much past sort of 11:30, 12.
Oh, definitely not. No.
No, which is fine. If she calls and needs to come back before, then my dad will go.
Yeah.
It's only sort of after that sort of time that he's going to be a little too tired.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because as old as I am, he's older.
Yes. I actually might stop for today, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a little tired, so...
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Damn you. Hello.
I didn't get great sleep last night, if I'm being fully honest with myself.
Feel that.
You got sleep? At night?
At this day and age, this economy.
In this economy?
This exchange rate?
All right then, YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, all of that fun stuff. It helps the channel grow. Gets us noticed by the algorithm. I'm in those comments down below, so I will respond to you in kind. As I said, this is a blind playthrough, so if you're going to talk about any of the plot points that we are yet to encounter, just mark your comments with spoilers, so I can use my discretion to read through everything. Everyone will receive a comment all the same. There are some links down below. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel. You should definitely go and check him out. He's a fantastic content creator. There's a link to the Lord of X merch, to my throne lists. They help me out. You can click them, but you can also stop by when we are live. Tomorrow will be some Breath of the Wild, where as soon as I load up, I gotta go and find a Sentinel before I can even think about doing anything else. A Sentinel Guardian, even.
Oh, how would you do that?
I wonder, looking at you. But yes, come and stop by. We would love to see you when I'm next live. But until next time, everybody, you stay safe in this broken masquerade.